look as clear as it will for you guys. So what I'm going to show you really, really quickly is how to add color to your black and white photos. I know some of you are up to that stage right now. Now this can be really, 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 really complicated, and it can involve lots of layers and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to show you that. I'm going to show you a real simple, quick, easy way to do it. Alright? Not the best way. You can do other things that'll give you a lot more detail, but it'll be the quickest way, which is what we want when we've only got a couple of sessions. So, I'm going to show you really quickly. First things first, we need to find, I'm going to find an old black and white picture. This is really cool, this website, if you're into really old photographs. This is actually very American. It's from the Civil War. So you can type in whatever you want and you can find these really old photos from like a long time ago. So I'm going to look for one guy that I know called Ambrose Burnside. So it just sounds good, and it also because he has wicked mustache going on. All right, so just going to search. Dun, 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 dun. Cool. And then it'll come up with all these results here, and you can find there's a portrait of this guy, and you can go in here and you can find some there. What a good looking. There he is. There. I'm actually trying to grow one of those right now. I'm just trying to. You'll see in a second. It's huge. There we go. So it's like someone's stolen the bottom part of his beard, and they've just left that. Anyway, that's the photo I'm going to use. I mean, if you look at the size, like you can actually get the high resolution of this photo. It's 70 megabytes, which is huge for one picture. But I've just got the this high res JPEG version of it there. So that's the photo that I'm going to use for this example. So go into Photoshop. Now, I've prepared one earlier, so I'm just going to open up that one there. Let's get rid of all these. You don't need to see those. We'll zoom it out, and there he is there. Okay, there's General Ambrose. Now, this is the quick, easy way to add color to this. All right, so we don't need that. I'm going to hide that. Bring it down here. Okay, what you can do, I'll just get rid of actually, I'll leave that one, and I'll get rid of that one. All right. So what you want to do, actually, how would you think I would add color to this? Anyone have a guess?
Use paint tool.
Use the paint tool. All right. I'm going to use the paint tool. I'm going to do
with lower opacity.
With lower opacity on the same layer or a new layer? New layer. All right. So let's just do that, and we'll start painting away. And if we bring that opacity down, it's just kind of fading it. All right. So there's an easier way and a quicker way that I'm going to do. And again, this isn't the best way. It's just a nice, quick, easy way. What we're going to do is, you know how we can do new layers. So if I do a new layer, I'm going to bring it up. Now, what you've been using with all these layers is called, you've just been using a normal layer. It acts like a layer. But what you've got under here is a lot more options. Okay. And what this will do is this will affect what is below it. So if I go back, now another tip too, picking colors I find is really hard, like to find the right color for skin or the right color for eyes. It's really tricky to kind of guess it in here. So what I do, the easiest thing is to just find like a picture of like an old man, and then copy that and then bring it into Photoshop. So for instance, if I copy that image just as a bit of a reference point, a quick way to do this, and then I paste that in, there he is there. Okay. And I'll just move them out of the way. And so now I've got a bit of reference to pick some colours. All right. Again, this is a quick way to do it. So let's pick a colour from this old bloke. There we go. And we can hide him now. And so what I want to do is, in my new layer, all right, I want to change these. So I'm going to do what Mav said, and I'm going to paint just over his face really quickly. All right. Now, if we go in there, and if we change it from normal to say something like dissolve, nothing happens. All right. Darken. You can see it's kind of darkened that. Multiply. So all of these affect the layer below it. As you can see, that's making all the shadows and highlights that color. That'll lighten it. That'll dodge it. Yeah. So it just affects what's below it. But the thing is, it's not actually affecting our layer. So the easiest one and the quickest one is you just put it down to color, and that's it. So I actually haven't changed the opacity. I'm still painting with full opacity, but what it's doing is it's affecting the layer below it and adding color to it. So what you can do now is you can literally just paint over this guy. So I'm going to quickly do this. And because it's a separate layer as well, we can go over the lines. We'll go around here. I'm just going to paint over that. All right, then we can go back in. Just going to zoom in a bit. Too much. And then, get into your eraser here and clean this up. So you're just like coloring in this guy. So I'm going to do it really quickly. All right. Just do his face for now. Again, not the best way, but for what we need to do, it's nice and easy. Oh, well, you can just go over it. All right. So I just want to clean up around here really quick. All right, let's clean up around there. All right, that'll do. And there's kind of our skin there. And now, I remember I told you about these kind of burn and dodge tools. All right, so we can now darken a few of these areas. So around the eye, we'll darken that. Again, I don't know if you can, yeah, you might not be able to see it as much on the board there. Darken around there. Go under here, darken around there. So all I'm doing is just kind of painting over this. Go around there, darken around there. Da, 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 da. You know, maybe make it a bit darker there. Obviously, shiny little ball patch up there. We'll make that a bit. We'll buff that up. Let's buff that up. There we go. Nice shine there. As we move in, we'll. Oh, no, I didn't like that. Let's move that back a bit. Bit of shine there, and off you go. So you just basically start playing around with these colours, and then you just colour him in. So let's bring our old man again. What colour lips do you have, old man? Those ones. All right, and then we'll go back to this layer here, and we'll bring that down. So again, it's not perfect, but hey, it's all right. Maybe you know he likes to.
Lipstick.
Don't pick on General Ambrose's personal taste. All right, so you can see that's quite a harsh line there. Okay, so what you want to do is we'll get rid of those. Go on, and make sure your paintbrush here is on that soft paintbrush. So now if we zoom in and we start to do that, it's not as in your face. All right, so again, it's very red. So we'll go in there. Then we'll go and change it a little bit. Let's just kind of darken this around there. Change that to highlights. Kind of add a bit there. There we go. All right, so a little bit better. But you can see what I mean. It's a really quick way of doing it, but you're adding that kind of basic colour. Let's give them a beard. What colour beard should we give them?
Blue.
Blue.
Green.
Great. Wow. So realism is what we're going for, clearly. All right.
That looks like the Joker.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, it kind of does. Let's do that then. All right, we'll do that. Let's make him a why so serious General Ambrose. But yeah, so all I'm doing is just painting this stuff in. So it's not perfect, but it kind of will really quickly add a bit of colour in there. It's looking good. Green eyebrows?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that.
What about his eyes?
And then we'll go in and kind of clear this up. Clear that up a little bit. All right. Go in with our burn tool. Darken around there. There we go. What colour is the Joker? Is the Joker have a white face?
Yeah.
All right. We can go in, ladies at the back. I don't think so. We can go in here, and you can sit there, and we can add some more colour in here, darken certain areas up, and just kind of keep painting over that. So you can keep painting as much as you like. If you change this to a much darker colour in there, and under there. Anyway, you get the idea. All right, so we can go back to his face then if you want and make it a little bit wider. Oh wow, this is just depressing for this guy.
Looks worse.
Okay. There we go. So what's happening, because it's a black and white photo, so we're adding a bit of white over there. It's gonna. Oh, I feel sorry for this guy now. It's creepy. What colour hair did the Joker? I can't remember what colour hair the Joker had. Yeah, he does. He looks just like an Oompa Loompa. Again, sorry, General Ambrose. He probably was like a war hero. Anyway, there we go there. And same deal, we can go back in and we can darken some areas around here. Let's darken that. We've got to make that highlights because it's a white colour. We can darken there. Get that back.
His eyes are still brown.
We'll change that. There we go. Alright, but you get the idea. So really, really quick, but you're changing the colour. What colour eyes does the trigger go ahead?
Yeah, it's like black eyeshadow.
Black eyeshadow?
Oh,
Okay, around here.
like it's really big though. Like,
Oh really? Alright, so go back to our paintbrush. So you can see that's
Whoa.
so that's what we're doing. That's the actual colours that we're. Oh really? Alright. So you had red. So that's the colours that we're doing, but that's how it's affecting the photo under it there.
He
Yeah.
has a black eye.
Yeah, he looks sad. Quick way to add colour and then obviously make your guy look really weird. There we go there. So it's all about using those different layers, okay? Those different colour layers. So it doesn't actually affect your photo. Your photo is still there, still looking dapper, but it just changed it there. So we'll go back in. One more thing, we'll finish his eyes, and then we're done.
Really drunk.
Well,
He does his eyes.
maybe that's why he went out and got like a green mustache, because he was like way on the sauce. Alright, there we go there.
Now he looks like a ghost.
It'll make more. Oh, he's a good looking guy. But you get the idea. So 1 second, Ronan. So again, it's just a real simple way of just kind of colouring in this guy in. So if we go to his jacket, let's colour that in. Alright. Obviously you'll spend more time doing this than I am. Ladies at the back. Alright, and then, you know, let's get him some yellow buttons down here. Alright, so we'll zoom in. Yellow button, yellow button. I'm just rushing through this now. Okay, rushing through it. There we go. Alright, so you will spend some time doing this. Do multiple layers, obviously, like the buttons you'd do as another layer, so you can actually spend some time and clean them up. But I'm just being really quick on that. Well, that was really bad. There we go. He's American, so I'm assuming that's probably going to be red and white, I would guess. So get a bit of red in this on up here. See. That's what happens when you're fast. All right, zoom in. Okay. Steph, I can still kind of hear you down there. There we go. So you get the idea. So I mean, obviously it looks a lot better down on the jacket than it does up the top there. But we can go in and we can darken. You can either manually darken these areas by painting them in. So if I go back to my paintbrush, you know, and I can darken in there if I want to. You know, maybe change. Make that a bit dark. So I've just gone over my buttons. So you can paint in there, or back again to your burn and dodge tools, which are down here. And you can darken or lighten areas of his jacket. And off you go. So that's a really quick way. Well, that actually looks alright. It looks okay up there. Oh, no, the hair. Wait, let's just finish. We might as well finish it off completely before we do. Let's and then before we get sued by Warner Brothers. We'll go back to his hair and we'll bring that sucker up there. There we go.
Yeah.
All right, and a little bit over here, little curls. Curls got the girls. All right. Okay, so a real quick way to add color. And again, if you have a look at this, if we turn that off, it doesn't affect our original photo at all. Or if we hide that photo,
Whoa.
you can see the color that we've done there. All right, and that's what you do. So the tips, again, guys, really quickly, is you do a new layer over your photo. And then you make that layer, you choose one of your adjustments. I've just chosen colour as an adjustment layer, and then you paint away. So that's the easy, quick way to do it that gives you, it looks pretty good, gives you a really quick result. You can spend a lot more time, and I'll put something up in the blog that shows you how to do it in detail, Steph. How to do it in like full detail and the proper steps, but it's like you'll spend hours doing it. So it'll be on the blog for those that are interested. But that's it. Excellent. Thank you, chappies.
Send that photo to me.
Yeah.
The original or this one?
That
I'll put it on the blog.
Okay.
Okay.